This prospect has become the object of a notable sports management company's attention. However impressive an agent's qualifications may be, the trading in of a longtime trusted mentor for a corporate wheeler-dealer can feel like a scary step. But a fledgling must leave the nest, for a big world awaits. A first conversation with a new representative can be exhilarating to a young player. A savvy agent will engender confidence in his client, confidence that he has a world of possibilities at his fingertips. But the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities into actualities.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Hartford Yard Goats. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Stepping up to the plate, Andy Weiss. For New Hampshire. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. HR, you take a look at our home-standing ball club as they come into this one tonight. They have certainly had it going lately, winners of 8 in a row.
Yeah, Matt, they're feeling it right now. You know, they're starting to play good ball. They're really playing good. And they're closing in on that division, and this time of the summer, it's all about baseball. You come to the park, the grass is green, you smell the hot dogs, and you're excited to play, even in the afternoon during batting practice. And that's what I see with this club right now.
Aaron Luke is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge. 2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
Hey, here we go. No outs now.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled back. Another 1-2 delivery. And another foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Another one sent foul. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. HR, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, the key to me in this one, I'm going to throw a cliche at you, Matt. You know I don't use many cliches. I would have to say, have great energy. Play with some enthusiasm. Be excited about playing. And if they do that, man, they carry it through for 9 innings. Look out.
Gregorio Petit comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Nope.
That's inside. 2-0.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count. We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
At the plate, Adrian Casilla. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit down the third baseline. Reined in. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. Digging in, Marshall Moreno. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. Ball 1.
Oh, he missed that pitch. I tell you what, as the pitcher, he's got to gain his composure. You can see guys fall apart if you see a ball in the zone that long, get called a ball on you. Boy, man, I tell you, that looked like a good pitch right there. That looked like that pitch was in the zone. He just missed it.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
The 2-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And now the knuckleball in there. Strike 3 called, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Striding into the box, George Bauer. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Now here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gonzalez is camped under this one. 1 down.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team, brought to you by Majestic. And these guys can really defend. All you got to do is look at the error column. They're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. They don't beat themselves very often. You're going to have to earn it to beat them.
Velasco
sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1 to right field. Costello on the move. He can't get to it. This one's down. Into the box now, Byron Peacock. He's seen that average climb during his 7-game hitting streak. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1.
1 down now, 1 down.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one's down to third. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, Matt, that's his 8th game with that hit right there. 8 games in a row he's swinging the bat. We've been watching him over this week, just scorching.
Second baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ramon Ibar is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1.
That's a nice job of getting ahead right there. This is a tough situation he's in. He's going to have to use all his pitches to get out of this jam.
Swing and a ball line softly down the right field line, but foul. Ready with the 0-2. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here's another 0-2. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. On the ground to the right side. Oh, a diving stop. Got him. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score. Striding in once again, Andy Weiss.
Center fielder, Andy Weiss.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Nope.
And that misses 1-1.
Hey,
No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit on the ground to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors. Digging in to try it again. Aaron Luke 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Luke.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Nobody out now. Nobody out.
Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2.
I'm a little surprised to see him try to bunt that pitch right there. It's not easy to bunt a knuckler. I'm not surprised he missed it.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Come on, fellas. Let's go.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Gregorio Petit comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Mays comes up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Digging in, Adrian Casilla. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hitter, Adrian
Knuckleball upstairs. Dangerous pitch taken for a strike. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 2 out, nobody on.
Come on now.
And he fights him off here to foul this one over toward the right side, and it'll remain 0-2. That misses. 1-2.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Well, he hasn't thrown him a strike yet in this at-bat, and we're 2-2. Clearly on the mound, he's banking on the fact that...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. Ready for another chance. Marshall Moreno. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. Now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Inoa is over, and he puts it away for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, George Bauer. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a first pitch knuckleballs inside for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Gonzalez. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, David Velasco.
Catcher, David Velasco.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
Plays it first now.
Now here it comes. And he lays off for ball 1.
Hey, we got 2 outs.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Costello moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Yard Goats lead it 3-0. Standing in, Byron
Leading off for New
Peacock.
Hampshire,
He's in to get things
third
going here in
baseman,
inning number 5.
Byron Peacock.
Here's the pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch. Ball 2.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
That knuckleball dances over the inside corner. Skied in. Now a knuckleball, and it's low drive to center field. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Well, Matt, that base hit right there up the middle tells you his timing was perfect. That's what you want to do. Take it right back up the middle. If you square it up, you got a chance to get a hit.
Ball 2 now.
On 2-0 for a fastball.
One out. We got one.
Ready with the 2-0. 3-0 now.
We got 3-0.
Runners on first with 1 down. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Aaron Luke is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Digging in once again, Gregorio Petit, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Oh, what happened? He can't make the play. Comes set and the 0-1. Skied into very shallow right. Costello has it in his tracks, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Ready for another shot now. Adrian Casilla. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Marshall Moreno is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. This is in the air to right. Costello moves over. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for 3rd. The relay, and he is in there. Ready once again, George Bauer. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Chopped weakly to the left. In to score, the runner from 3rd. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Infield single, as innocent as it may sound, that might be a rally starter right there.
Now batting.
Stepping in, David Velasco. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runners off for 2nd. Pitch outside, the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at 2nd. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
Hey, 1 down now, 1 down.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Automais is right there. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in, Byron Peacock. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Byron Peacock.
Swing and a miss as he tried to muscle up on it there. 0-1.
That's exactly what you don't want to do first pitch. If you're going to swing first pitch, you want to drive it. You can't take an ugly, bad swing on the first pitch when you know what you're looking for. They got to be more patient because you're going to get more pitches.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there.
That ball's foul.
Here we go, guys. Let's go.
Again, he sends it out of play. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Smoke toward the hole. To his left. Pulled. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning. Matt Carasity is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start it.
Man, they're making it look awful easy out there. That's 9 wins in a row. That's right, 9 wins in a row. And by the way they're playing, I see no reason why this streak is going to end anytime soon. They're just playing great baseball.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Hartford Yard Goats get their 20th home win this year. Matt Carasity earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Ray Teague hammers down the save, his 15th of the campaign. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Yard Goats. 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Settling in now, Basil Schnell. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Basil Schnell.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. HR, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, they're feeling it right now. You know, they're starting to play good ball. They're really playing good. And they're closing in on a division. And this time of the summer, it's all about baseball. You come to the park, the grass is green, you smell the hot dogs, and you're excited to play, even in the afternoon during batting practice. And that's what I see with this club right now.
A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Harold, what do they need to focus on in this one?
Drysdale.
Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Gonzalez has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Now at the plate, Nigel Irvin. Batting average for him entering play stands right at 280. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Well, he's really struggled. I mean, 0 for the series, but the confidence they have in him, he's still in the lineup. Let's see if he can break out right here.
And a strike to even the count, 1-1. And when that thing's doing that, forget it. It's 1-2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Bases are empty here with two men out. Frozen on strike three for the final out of the inning. We've played an inning, still nothing. Now at the plate, Eugene Lopez. And his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-zip here in the early going. And a high strike there, 0-1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. And a knuckleball and a tough take. It just missed inside. To short. Backhanded. No problem here, one away.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up defensively, courtesy of Majestic. We're looking at one of the best defensive teams in the league. They're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. Not many balls get through here. You're going to have to earn it if you want to beat these guys.
On the ground to the right side. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Well, there's a base hit on a knuckleball at your knees. That is such a tough thing to do because when the ball's down low, they move different ways. It looks like a slider. Sometimes it'll dip like a split ball. It'll do all kinds of different movements on you. And you just don't know what angle or plane that ball's going to end up on.
The play, it's off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
Jeff Siegel is at the plate now as he looks at strike one.
Look, this is a big half inning. Look, they're down a little bit right now, but if they get something going, it's still early in the game. This is a huge inning and a huge at-bat.
A throw to the plate. Into the box now, Bernardo Gonzalez. First at bat for him in this one, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark for the year. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Come on now, get us a 2-ball.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And a knuckleball too low, apparently. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. On the ground to second base. This could be two. To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Stepping into the box, Felipe Torrero. And the average isn't pretty. Down into the roaring 220s to begin the ballgame. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Popped up. A quick out, number one. Digging in to try it again. Basil Schnell. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Schnell.
Knuckleball floating dangerously high and missing. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit out towards second. Fulb fields it cleanly, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Ready for another chance. Bob Drysdale. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Bob
Ball 1.
Well, that was 2 quick outs right there, getting those guys in front of him, but now the 2-hitter comes to the plate. Right here, you look to either get on base any way you can, hit a gapper, anything, because you want the...
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Yard Goats lead it 5-0. Coming to the plate now, Nigel Irvin. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Now a hard liner, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's ball 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. 1-2. Here it comes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Gonzalez will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eugene Lopez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Well, there's a first pitch strike. You know, only 50% of the pitches he's thrown first pitch this game have been for a strike, so I'm surprised that he's having as much success so far as he is.
And that'll find its way into center field for a 1.
A lot of base hits up the middle. Set your sights up the alleys and try to take it back up the middle hard like he did right here.
Hey, we got one out here.
Now batting. Catcher.
Into the box now. Andres Guzman. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play.
Here we go. Right now. Come on, go.
Ball 1.
Boy, man, I tell you, that looked like a good pitch right there. That looked like that pitch was in the zone. He just missed it. Yeah, I think he missed that one, Matt. But you know what? That's going to happen. Umpires are part of the game. They're human. They're going to make mistakes. He missed it. Oh, well, get over it.
In for strike 2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a little blooper to center. Pulled. Trying to get there. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Rolando Richards.
Rolando Richards.
Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Plays at 1 now.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Well, he clearly read the scouting report. This guy's been sizzling hot, and look at how careful he's been pitching him.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
Liner towards second, but this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 4 full. So striding in, Jeff Siegel. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
Jeff Siegel.
Ball 1. Here's the pitch. That's inside. 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's...
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets him going.
Bernardo Gonzalez will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss.
0-2.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little roller toward the hole.
Well, that's a nice infield single, and was he flying down the line or what? But man, you used to say, hey, he's smelling that base hit right there. He was digging for that hit.
The batter, number 11, shortstop
Felipe Terrero is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. in the dirt, and now let's see. And that'll move the runner up to second as it takes away the double play possibility. The 1-1 pitch. There's a knuckleball that finds the highest part of the zone. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Got him to go down swinging there. Felipe Torero is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Line softly toward the hole, and that's through into left, a base hit. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. Striding in once again, Bob Drysdale. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Here we go right now, fellas.
The 0-1 pitch. Knuckleball upstairs, dangerous pitch taken for a strike. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So 1 run here on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 1 man left. Striding in, Nigel Irvin. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Nigel.
And a knuckleball that stays too high. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Just missing here, 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. And here's a ball hit in the air. Dillon is right there, and he's got it for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Eugene Lopez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And this is taken outside for ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. In there, 1-1.
1 ball.
Hey, we got 1 here.
Here it comes on 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And a dive out there in left center, but he can't come up with it. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double. Andres Guzman is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Hey, here we go.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And he comes back with 1 in there for a high strike.
Oh, he hung him one right there. Curveball right down the middle. Those balls go a long way. He must have been looking for something else.
Lays off the knuckleball, and it's 2-1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Lined into left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And a relay home, and not in time as the run scores.
Line drive to left field, and I didn't think the runner was going to be able to score on that. That's just a great job of hustling and a nice piece of hitting.
Rolando Richards comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-1 count and the pitch. High pop up. And Noah is there for it.
Mine.
And he makes the catch for the second out. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. First offering on its way.
Siegel.
Jeff Siegel is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. On the ground to third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Alfredo Feliz gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, it's never easy to win games on the road, so they are very happy with this win.
5-2 the final score tonight. Big Daddy Wang with his 4th win this season. Damon Cummings worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. Ray Teague records the save, his 17th on the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show.